Hello YouTube, it's Jay and it's time for yet another skill drill. Okay, so something that we need to chat about is so quite often we end up in a situation in pool where, and this is the ideal. This is the ideal situation, and it's what you look for in a game is stop, what they call stop pattern. So what you see on the table in front of you is what they call a stop pattern. Okay, so basically at each shot you can simply stop the cue ball, and you have the next shot and the leave on the following shot. So every one of these shots is just a stop shot. You don't have to move the cue ball around. You don't have to. All you have to do is stop the ball every shot. And the cue ball may wander a little, like coming from the 5. If I stop on here, when I shoot the 6, the cue ball is going to drift out a little. That's just fine, and in fact, it's preferable sometimes in cases like this, where you want to shoot and you want to be away from the rail. So this is a stop pattern, and let me shoot it real quick and you'll see what I mean. That was supposed to stop. And now we're no longer in stop pattern. So I shoot the 6 and it stops. I shoot the 7 and stop. I shoot the 8 and I stop, or maybe I let it roll just a little bit forward. And then I shoot the 9 in from the 8, from the stop on the 8. So that's a stop pattern, and you can see if you can execute that, which I didn't. I actually rolled a little bit on the 6, which got me out of line for the 7, got me out of line for the 8, and eventually ended up with me here for the 9. Still makeable, still an out, but the idea is that a stop pattern, you're trying not to touch a rail at all. However, in games, the reality is that you'll often end up with something like this. Well, now it's no longer a stop pattern because I can't stop the cue and have a good shot on the 8. So, and when you're playing, these are the dangerous shots. Okay, the shot where you have to get from this 7 all the way up the table for the 8. These are the dangerous ones. These are the ones people miss. These are the ones where you stand a chance of putting yourself safe and what have you. So today's drill, what we're going to talk, and actually not just today, but for several drills, we're going to talk about different positions, different positional leaves that you can memorize. And if you just get today's down, your game is going to improve immensely. So what we're talking about is moving the cue ball. How do you move the cue ball? A stop pattern is a stop pattern. If you recognize it, you play it. Sometimes you don't recognize the stop patterns, but if you do, you play. All right, starting position. You've got a spot here. This is 1 diamond up on the side and half a diamond out. I'm sorry, 3 diamonds up, half a diamond out. So 1, 2, 3 diamonds up, half a diamond out. 1 diamond up, half a diamond out. Okay, these two are on the same line from a half diamond. Down here on the end. Okay, so down on the end rail, down here, it's about, so here's the 2 diamonds. This is about a 1/4 of a diamond in. Just stick a red sticker there. That's about where it's going to hit. Over here on this rail, we are 1 1/4, okay, 1 1/4, a couple inches. Stick one there. We're going to hit about there. It doesn't have to be on the sticker. It just has to be within a ball's distance of the rail. That's all we're looking for. So in the center of the table, this is my center spot. Remember, I have the center of the exact center of the table marked. This is the exact center of the table. 1/2 diamond, 1/2 diamond, 1/2 diamond, 1/2 diamond. Put stickers on the corners of that box. That's what you're trying to land in for the center spot. And then up at the head of the table, again, 1, and this is about 1/3 of a diamond. So 1 1/3, there's a spot there. And then 1/2 a diamond, there's a spot here. And again, you don't have to land on the spot. You have to land within a ball's distance of the rail anywhere along that rail. Ball's distance of the rail anywhere along this rail. So that's the setup for the table. So when you're getting ready to shoot, your cue ball goes here. That's the one that's 1, 2, 3 1/2 diamond out. Your object ball goes 1 1/2 diamond out, and that's the shot we're shooting. Again, you want more than 1/3 of a ball hit, but you don't want a full ball hit. Okay, what we're talking about here is a 30-degree hit. So when you hit a ball, if you hit less than 30 degrees, okay, when you hit less than 30 degrees, the cue ball imparts a lot of momentum to the object ball and only keeps a little bit to itself, okay? When you have less than a 30-degree hit, or more than a 30-degree angle, when you're hitting less than 1/3 of a ball, then the cue ball, with the same speed, travels a very great distance, okay? So we're going to do both of those drills. We're going to talk about the 30-degree, or the 1/3 of a ball hit or more, and the under 1/3 of a ball hits. We're going to have drills on each of those. Today we're doing 1/3 of a ball or more of a hit. In this case, it's actually a 45-degree angle into the pocket, okay? So from line of travel to the pocket forms a 45-degree angle. Here, this angle here is 45 degrees. And this drill consists of several shots. We're going to shoot it and we're going to leave it within ball's distance of this rail. You've seen that lead before. We've done that. That was like skill drill number 1 or 2. We're going to leave it within a ball's distance of this rail. Then we're going to leave it within a ball's distance of this rail. And for this, we're going to be using 1 tip of right-hand English. We're just going to hit it a little bit on the right to help the cue ball travel. And you may not want to hit right to get within the ball's distance of this rail. All right, so speed to get to this rail, speed to get to this rail. Speed to leave it in the middle of the table. And you'll see you'll see when I bring the camera up, there's 4 dots there. You want to land in that target area. The reason for that is that this is kind of the default area that you want to be in the pool table. When in doubt, leaving the cue ball in the center of the table is a good idea. Gives you the best chance of a follow-on shot in most games. The obvious exception being a rotation game like 9, where you might not be able to see from the middle of the table. But that's why we're doing these other points too. If it was that easy, we'd just do all of them to the center of the table. Then you're going to come down, get within a ball's distance of this rail, and finally a ball's distance of this rail. So those are the speeds we're looking for. And just like with every drill, 10 correct repetitions in one before you move to the next. Right now, make the ball get within a ball's distance of the end rail. Okay, once you've gotten that one done, now we're going to, all the rest of them you'll use just a little tiny hair of right-hand English just to help direct the cue ball. within a boss distance of the rail on the right. Once you've done that 10 times, now we're going to go and we're going to try to land inside these 4. Now we're going to get within 1 rail of this end. Okay. Now we're going to go for within 1 boss distance of that rail. Now what are we doing here? We have basically taken it and we've done leaves for half of the table. Go ahead and shoot this. Okay. And now we've done leaves for 1/2 of the table. So if you were to take this same shot and do it on the other side, you now know how to move the cue ball with an off-angle hit, a 1/3 of a ball to a 1/2 a ball hit, to this rail, that rail, that rail, that rail, and the center of the table. Okay? With that shot, you now know half of the positions on the table. And the only thing you have left to do is to figure out how not to hit another ball on the table. So now we know that if there are other balls around the table, and so now you know that how, if there's traffic, how to move the cue ball from one end of the table to the other. You know the pathway that it's going to take, and you know how to get there without any danger of running into a ball. And because you've done this drill, you now have the control to get to where you need to get, which will help you to create these runs, to create the run situations. That is the skill drill for today. With that, this is running English. We'll also do this same drill with what they call check English, which is, some people call it inside English. The real name of it is check English, and that's because when you hit with it, it checks the movement of the cue ball. And we'll talk about variations on these patterns to get around balls, if there's one that happens to be in the path. So with that, I'll let you go. Thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, hit like, hit subscribe, ding the notification bell to see when the next skill drill comes out, and we will see you next time. Have a great day.